Are there really 1,000 of you listening to what I have to say? Welcome back to Day One Voiceover. My name is Robert Vienna, and as you can see, this video is a little bit different than my usual. And there's a couple of reasons for that, which I'll go into here in a little bit. But first and foremost, this video is to recognize the fact that I have my 1,000th subscriber. Thank you very much. I wish I knew exactly who that was so that I can acknowledge you. All I know is that I see the little ticker go up whenever I get a new subscriber. When I first started this channel, the whole idea was to basically put myself out there and leave a record of what it looks like to start a new career in this business, the business of voiceover. And I also never really imagined this channel would get to the size that it is, which is really cool, and I hope it continues to grow. But for everyone that's been around since the very beginning, I really appreciate you guys. Some of you have been commenting since video 1 and are still around, so I can't thank you enough for that. And some of you have become really great friends, which has been the most rewarding part of this whole thing. So thank you very much for that. Couple of things though, I'm going to go into a couple of voiceover updates, but I wanted to ask your opinion on something and leave a comment and let me know what your thoughts are. Because this video that I'm recording right now is actually my 4th attempt at making this video. And the reason for that is because I had a couple of different video ideas in mind that I wanted to release like a week ago, a few days ago, and my regular equipment that I use for recording my videos started failing. I recorded hours worth of footage only to have the files be corrupted and I couldn't edit anything. I tried again with another video. I tried to do one like this, recognizing my 1,000th subscriber, and those video files failed as well. So now I'm recording on my phone, which I don't usually do. However, the ideas that I had, and I want your feedback on, were this. The first video was going to be on what my audition process looks like. Of course, as an amateur on the pay-to-play sites, because that's all I'm doing right now, I had put together an entire video of what that looks like, how I choose the demos I want to audition for, what my thought process is when I'm interpreting the script, what I do to deliver the idea that I have in my head, and how I go ahead and do the submission process. If that's something that you think you would want to see, let me know, and I'll move forward with that idea and put that video together. The other idea I had was basically this video, recognizing the 1,000th subscriber, was going to be more so a behind the scenes thing. And I actually did record some of that. Actually, I recorded all of it. I did screen recordings of the software that I use. I showed you where I sit in my actual recording space, talked a little bit about that, the camera I use, the lens I use, the memory card reader that I use, and of course, only to have all that fail when I needed it most. But if that's still something you're interested in, a behind the scenes of what I do to put my videos together, let me know. I'll put something together for you as well. So that's really what I wanted to ask, and hopefully you can leave some opinions in the comments. If you think those are good ideas, then I'll put them together. Now, for voiceover updates, I think the most important thing to talk about is that the summer slump is very, very real. If you listen to some of the other established people, the established YouTubers, and voiceover especially, you will see a lot of talk around this time of year that there's a summer slump. Bookings go down, auditions go down, and all of that. But they'll all also say, if you're a beginner, you'll feel it especially hard. I'm very much still a beginner, and I'm feeling it very much as a difficult time of year. I only have an additional handful of shortlists to my name since my last video, which was a month ago, which is nice, but I haven't won anything yet. And Voice 123 in particular, I know I put out a video a couple months ago about getting on board with Voice 123, and I finally did. And I hit the ground running. I got 2 shortlists in my first 5 auditions, I believe, which for their algorithm is supposed to be a very good thing. Didn't really move the needle for me though. However, what did move the needle is my subsequent 15 auditions did not get shortlisted, and that immediately dropped me down to the bottom 50% of talent on the site. So now I have to work my way out of that. So for those that are using the platform or have some experience with it, what are your thoughts? What should I do to get out of that bottom 50%. I have to say I'm not overly impressed with the quality of auditions that are coming my way so far. First and foremost, and probably everyone knows by now that most of the auditions you get on Voice 123 here in the States come through in the middle of the night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And by the time I wake up in the morning and try and go to record something, there's 45 submissions of the 50 that they're looking for already. So I don't really know how to handle that because I can't record in the first hour I wake up in the morning anyways. My voice is too froggy and too raspy. But I want to know what your thoughts are. What do you do to make your rankings go up? Do you audition for some of the smaller jobs? Because I see a lot of $15 jobs and no budget jobs, which I'm not super happy with. So I would like to know what advice you have on how I can improve that score, my ranking on the website as a whole. So that's pretty much all the update that I have in regards to voiceover. Pretty simple video here today. I just wanted to check in and say hi and let you know that I'm trying to record as best I can, just so that I don't disappear on you guys. But I'm currently having quite a few difficulties with my actual gear to record these videos. And from the voiceover perspective, there isn't much going on anyways, unfortunately. I wish there was. I wish there was more to talk about, but there isn't. So there is one other thing that I want to talk about, though. I want to shout out my very good, very long-time friend, Stacia Smith, who has a channel called Stacia on Movies. And she reviews old movies from the 40s, the 50s, 60s, as far back as you can think of, even to some semi-modern movies. And she does an amazing job. I've known her for a very long time. She is a living encyclopedia of old movies, and she hit her 1,000 subscriber mark just a few days before I did also. And it was cool to see us both approach that threshold pretty much at the same time, which was pretty great. Stacia, you've kind of been an inspiration to me as I started this journey, so thank you very much, and it's cool to see where you are also. If you like old movies at all, please check out her channel, like and subscribe as many videos as you can, subscribe to her channel. It's a really great content over there. But until next time, thanks very much. If you stuck around to the end, I appreciate it as always. Like and subscribe. I promise I'll have more relevant content for you next time around. I just didn't want to disappear into the ether with almost a month and a half going by since my last video. But thanks as always, everyone, and we'll talk soon.